What we thinking? How we feeling? Naturalistas, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, doing another protective style, putting my hair away. Like, y'all, I changed my hair so much I can't help it. That's just what I do. So for this style, I'm actually going to be doing yarn braids. One of my previous videos I did yarn twists, so check that video if you haven't already. I will link that down in the description box. And for my yarn braids, I'm going to be doing the rubber band method. So if you can see, I already sectioned my hair off. Got rubber bands all over my entire head. Now, I've done yarn braids in the past years ago, but I don't think I've ever done it with the rubber band method. Yeah, and this is like the longest part, doing the rubber bands, but now that I have that done, I feel like it'll give me better control. Just go ahead, put the braids in and be done with it. But I wanted to do this method to not create as much tension. I mean, I have some tension, of course, because of the rubber bands, but to at least make sure like my sections are neat. They are not like all the same exact size, but as close as possible. And even like where I'm letting my shaved side grow out, I got these little sprouts over here, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not anal about my parts being super straight and super even and all of that. So yeah, so that's the first part. So I got that done. That's in the summer. I had used these colors before. I'll insert a picture of when I use these colors. They were longer, but I want to do bob length. Y'all, I really want to cut my hair, not like super short, but I don't know. So I feel like doing the bob length is gonna just, you know, give me that edge, that inkling of whether or not I really want to cut my hair short. I mean, I've had, when I was relaxed, I had like an A-line bob, so I've had my hair short, but I don't know, y'all. So it's about this long. I know I'm gonna have to cut it shorter, but better to start long and then have to cut. So I'll measure it out because it's hidden like right about boob length, but as I braid, because I want it to be like short, like a legit bob. Probably, I mean, my hair, it may not be as short as I want because I did blow dry my hair to make sure my hair was stretched out. So it may hit about maybe shoulder length, which is fine. So yes, these are the colors. I'm gonna use the blue in the back, the blue in the back, and then the black in the front. Hopefully I have enough. This was all the black yarn I have left from the last time I did my yarn twist. So we just gonna roll with it. Hopefully it's enough, but I'll make do. And then my hair, I use Mayo for my whole wash day. So one of my faves, the avocado hair milk, and I wanted to add a little bit more moisture. I haven't used this in a little bit, but Neely's Naturals, their hemp natural texture curl cream, and I use that to like grease my scalp as well, and then put it throughout my hair and on my ends to make sure it's protected. And then I use the Moisture RX Hawaiian ginger gel by Mayo. So yeah, so all the products I use, I'm gonna go ahead and start on the back, and then when I get closer to the front, I'll jump back on camera just because it's gonna take me a minute. So I just rather do it where you all can at least see the front of my hair. So yeah, I'm gonna get on it. We're gonna see how long it takes me, and then I'll be back. Okay, yeah, so I just have these last two pieces in the front left. So wanted to at least do these two on camera. I feel like it's turning out pretty cute. Playing around with my, I don't know where it went, with my little jewels to see if I want some on the end or throughout my hair. It's a little longer than I wanted. Like I wanted it like up to here, but honestly, with my hair being blow dried and stretched, like I knew my hair was going to be too long, but it's cool. It's still giving me that bob length vibe, just a little bit longer of a bob. So it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. So this is how long the yarn is, and I've been using between like 6 to 8 pieces per section, just playing around with the different sizes. So how I showed you on my last yarn twist video, I just like to line them up, make them even as possible so I don't have to cut off too much on the end. It just makes it easier like to control. I could have did it or could have done it without the rubber band, but like I said, it just gives me a little bit more control and I don't have to pull as tight on my own hair. So yeah, so all I do once I split it in half, I just loop the two. I didn't even show you all that. So here, just loop it. So it's just making like a little knot like that. Make sure it's lined up. And then I just use my own hair as kind of like the anchor. And then I just put it around and then I just start to braid. And there's different ways you can do this. So if you don't want to do the rubber band, if you don't want to split the hair, how I'm doing it, hey, whatever is your pleasure and your flavor. So yeah, so I just braid it all the way down, and I am burning the ends. I use a rubber band on one of them, but the rest of them are burned on the ends. I made it a little challenging to burn it just because the length of my hair and how short I cut the yarn made it a little bit challenging. And I just start splitting just so y'all can see, like, because I don't want to wait till I get to the end of my hair. I just start splitting the yarn into 3 to braid down. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, with burning the ends. So I was trying not to, or trying to make sure like I didn't burn my own hair, just because, like I said, my hair is blow dry, so it's more stretch versus I feel like I could have had made these shorter, like if I air dry my hair, because it wouldn't have stretched so long. But then my roots would have been really puffy, and that always makes it challenging. So it's cool. Like I said, I'm cool with the length. And I have been using some gel, like where my hair is poking out. I don't think I brought it in here. But you don't necessarily have to have it. I think I saw the last of my hair like about right here, but I still braid further down. And if you're not comfortable with burning the ends, you could put a rubber band or use like a piece of yarn that's on the end, tie it around, like make like a little slip knot for it, just whatever you're comfortable with. But again, with them being shorter, I did prefer to burn the camera so I could pay attention to what I'm doing. So like I said, my hair is up here, but I'm cool with this one stopping here. So just put the lighter. You may have to, y'all, it gets a little challenging with the, tricky with the lighter. So I just keep like going across the whole thing, and then I just rub my hands together to try to like lock it in place so it can at least start forming the end that I wanted to. And having this ring light is kind of throwing my light off. Maybe if I turn away from the light, yeah, you all can still see. Sometimes I just let the flame rotate over for a little bit. Make sure it is locked in place. And when I feel that it's at a spot that I like it, after I finish burning it, I just cut off the excess. I just go, where's burn? There. So I'm just going to cut below that. And like that burn look doesn't bother me either, because I mean it does change the color. But like I said, if you want to use rubber bands to seal the ends rather than burning it, then that works too. So and then that's it. And I'm braiding them like towards the side. I mean, the yarn, of course, like bendable, you can move it or whatever, but because of how my shave side is and how my hair lays, like I'd rather it lay this way. I mean, I did do a middle part, so if I wanted to wear it in the middle, but you see how it's not laying since I swooped it that way. But I prefer all of them to just lay that way, that side, lay that side. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this last one. Got time to see how long this one took me, but the rubber band part took the longest because I had to be intentional with parting my hair, make sure they were somewhat straight, somewhat neat, just because I didn't need any issues once I was gonna install the yarn. But I love doing yarn. It's cheap, it's easy, and every single one doesn't have to be the exact same length. I just try to get the most length out of it so I don't have to cut off as much. And again, I just made that knot, the middle. And even if you didn't want to do that, you could just split one in half and then just wrap it around. But I just want the fullness of the braid. So just wrap it around my hair. If you all see that, just create where's that anchor. And then just start braiding. And if you're not that good at braiding, you can do this style as a twist. I haven't done it this short as yarn twist, but sometimes I've started off as a braid, or started off as a braid and then twist the rest of the way down. But I feel like this is braider friendly. Gosh, I can't talk. It is braider friendly if you're not that good at braiding, like having the rubber band in that and then in there, and then use your hair as like the middle section. So just pull a few over with my hair so I can just start creating that third leg. Okay guys, so final result. What we thinking? How we feeling? Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. So here's the length. A little too short for my chair. So it's hitting about like a little bit below shoulder length, but it's cool. Like I am embracing it. I'm loving it. Giving me that 90s vibe. And I love that I did my sections kind of chunkier. You can kind of see like the partings and whatnot, because I didn't want too many braids in my hair, just because I already have a lot of hair, y'all. So yarn on top of that just be making it a little bit too full. But I am in love, in love, in love, in love. Show you guys the best. So I love doing the rubber band method. And not that you can't get clean parts without it, but like I said, for me it gives me better control at times. Like I like freehand braiding it, but with the rubber bands, even though it takes longer, it just gives me a more polished look, but I am in love. I'm so happy it turned out good. Hubby got me together with a few little jewels. So yes, y'all, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. So let me know what you think. Leave me some comments down below. Tell me if you've ever done the rubber band method, whether it be with yarn braids, yarn twists. That is all that I have for now. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Remember to always stay true, stay curly, and stay you. Mwah.